Great day, just like myself. We're back yet again. We're doing the LA Lakers versus the Houston Rockets. Guys, if you do like this channel and you do like basketball, you just love basketball, period, hit that like button because I'll be doing nothing but basketball because football's over and all we got is basketball and soccer and golf. But I don't do that stuff. Again, KM starting in 3, 2, 1, and we're doing this live. Y'all get on, y'all label, I on my own. Hey, I remember all that game you thought me. Round and kid played by the label owners. Talk that to these Asian boners, but secure the window, don't let the game push you.
We come to you live from sunny Southern California. I'm at Cohen with Jay Williams here at Staples Center, the house that Jerry built.
Jerry Buss or Jerry West?
Game time, baby. Game time.
Jay are legends.
Okay, hold up. 2 seconds. Hang on. Lakers, LA, K, oh shit, K, VRS. Sorry guys, I'm just typing out to somebody as a friend. I'm trying to share this to everybody and Gotta get my routine started and everything. Send it to her. Okay, that's on. And let's go, baby, let's go. Right, and bam. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm sorry. I gotta get this whole routine started.
Begin the game with the basketball. To Fareed. Nothing going here on that drive.
Come on, baby.
JaVale McGee sends it away. It's Kuzma.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Going along.
Easy three, baby. Easy three.
On the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Harden to Paul. JaVale McGee with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Yes.
They made it. They made it. And made that shit.
Bail out of something at the last second. That's what I saw right there from
And
the
made it.
We call that
And
no
made
man's
it.
land. They weren't really committing to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Perfect. Look at this. Right in. Lakers all the way. Where
at the
it
line
is.
for a
Where
chance at a
it is.
three-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. Free throw try
that was
off the
not
mark.
going.
To Harden. Has a look. Wide open look. Won't go. Got a piece of it.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
These shots aren't falling, Ed, because these guys keep fading on all their jumpers up and down in the same spot.
Tucker. Now Paul with the basketball. 5-point game. Reggie Bullock tips it. That's his third block this evening.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And baby.
Of one of the game's greatest on full display.
By one of the greatest NBA of all time.
There with the highest of the high, but still, I love the fact that he recognizes
Rated.
less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Now it's Harden controlling the offense. Probing the defense. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
LeBron, defended by Eric Gordon. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Paul. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
LeBron James takes on Eric Gordon. Nothing going here on that drive. Dice
damn.
Not afraid to mix it up. Gordon with it. Down 5. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself.
Oh,
somebody
what?
in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Doesn't get the bounce. To James. For 3, his first effort.
Oh, damn, that was way off. That was an air ball. I thought I was going to go in.
Gordon with it. They're down 3. To Fareed. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 of 4 now.
I don't know if the scouting report has made us.
We're off the head now. We're not.
If anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. From long range. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Paul.
Oh, stolen.
Nice pass to get things going.
Yep.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Got it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
James. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Come back right with that 3.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in LA?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in LA. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now,
that's okay. The foul. That's okay.
Fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%.
Yeah,
and he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
All day, all nets, all everything. Let's go.
Paul across the timeline. Down 3. Tucker. To Paul. Down to Fareed. JaVale McGee pins it. 4th this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply.
Great team. Great teamwork. Great teamwork.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Fareed. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kenneth Fareed trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket.
I got ball. It's all me. Get down. Half court. Hands up.
JaVale McGee. Fires the 3.
Ah, damn.
Can't connect. Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it?
Oh,
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Had a good look there.
and denial, right back. Oh, shit.
To Fareed. Rockets with 4 to shoot. To Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D. To Kyle Kuzma. Missed it.
Damn.
Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. Paul with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from long range. Double figures in the first quarter. Now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow through. That release is effortless.
To Kyle Kuzma.
Right back to you, baby.
Now a smothering defense.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
James is fine. I do not want anybody for James. He's fine.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes
Just
coming
switching up 2 players. I'm not getting rid of James. He's too good.
It's Paul for 2. Can't connect.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
LeBron James. 3 for 4. Good start.
Right back to you,
This
baby.
offseason
Right
has
back
heard
to
so
you.
many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Goes to the right side.
Come on, what you got? What you got?
24. Paul. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in
Oh,
his
come
own head.
on.
LeBron.
Yeah, not going in, baby.
Huge denial.
Nope.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more
That's not coming
worried
in.
about getting their
Nope,
shot
not going in my
than about
basket.
actually making the shot.
Harden. Paul. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Chris Paul has got 2 shots coming. A career 86% from the line.
Miss!
First one, count it.
Coming right back to you.
Miss.
2 for 2 on that trip. Caldwell Pope to James. Beyond the arc for 3.
Oh, come on, dude.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Ingram against Harden. Took his
Damn it.
made it tough for Kuzma. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch.
Oh, great defense. Great
The
defense.
opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Lakers ball. Caldwell Pope. To James. Fires the 3. That's what the King does. James,
Yep.
the quick catch
King
and shoot
every day,
there
baby.
for
Every
3.
day.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Ooh, Chris Paul. Now shooting 45%.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Driving right to the basket. Deep left corner. 4-3. The hot shooting
Back to back,
continues.
baby.
He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Paul to P.J. Tucker.
Oh, shit.
Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. To James. Caldwell Pope.
Ah, damn.
Today.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Kuzma. A pass
Ah,
taken away
damn.
by the Rockets. LeBron James with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball.
Yep.
Especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Paul into the front court. Down 4. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
Austin Rivers at the line for 2 shots. Career mark of 64%. Nope. First one does not go. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Middle left in the first.
To Caldwell Pope for 3. That no good. Off the mark. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender.
Man, come on.
We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Gerald Green at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. He's got it. 3-point play on that trip. To James. From long range. Message received. Well defended. by Shumpert, off the mark. James to Josh Hart. Fires the three. Unbothered. Josh Hart hits the three.
And I don't know why defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
And counted at the rim. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Chris Paul, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second.
What the hell was that?
Off a Laker.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Austin Rivers. Shot from the lane won't go. Across the timeline comes James. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Rivers. Paul. To Gerald Green. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Here's CP3. He's looking for that touch.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense.
After those 3 seconds.
Who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
First quarter in the books. The Lakers have
First quarter books, you guys. First quarter, we're doing so far so good. Do I think this is what's going to really happen tonight? Yes. That we are going to win. And we're already up ahead by 2. And I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm okay with that. I'm not sweating. I'm not worried about it right now. After the 76ers versus Miami game, I should have won that game. You just got a little nervous after I was like up ahead so much.
Jay, do you expect that to change?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Harden with it up top, trailing by 4. The pass set it all up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Los Angeles, they have it. Rondo, Harden's on him. To James. Down for McGee. Gets it in the left corner. Hart. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Caldwell Pope.
Oh, come on, dude.
To Harden. James Harden. 3 for 6 now.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Fareed. JaVale McGee.
Get that bullshit out here.
Now.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Fareed. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Defense was ready. Tough shot for Austin Rivers. To Josh Hart. And scores.
Perfect. Great
They have
team.
such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To the basket goes Rivers, but a shot stays out. Another follow, stays out.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Rivers into the front court. Down 2. Gerald Green. Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
I got so far.
Rondo matched up with Rivers. Kyle Kuzma. That's
Damn.
how you defend. Rivers to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points.
Come on, Lakers.
Los Angeles has the basketball.
Get in there.
Finish that to Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Has a chance. The shot by Nene, no good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Green with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Short jumper won't go down.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive
Oh, my
end.
God.
Use it for something positive.
Knocked loose. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Hart guarded by Gerald Green. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Damn.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Layup's good.
There we
Those are
go.
the types of shots you always strive for.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Down to Fareed. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Into front court comes Rondo. Down just a couple. A couple of cracks at the
Come
line.
on, that's the foul. Thank you.
Almost thought your hand was part of the ball.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1 for the Lakers.
Rajon Rondo has got 2 shots coming. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. First one goes down.
Falling down by 1. Come on. In.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Rockets in control of the basketball. Harden to Paul. And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
and making some changes on the court. To Stevenson. Beyond the arc for three. Good luck telling Lance Stevenson there's a
Right back to it, baby. Right back to it. Make some decisions. Right back to it.
One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Harden, defended by Tyson Chandler. The drive, right to the basket. James Harden, 4 out of 7. The challenge, defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Ah, the monster stuff.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Here's Rondo with it. Down 3. No good.
Come on,
defense
bro.
catching a break there. Gordon with it. Looking to make something happen. James Harden gets a look. Can't hit. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Yes. And the
Still made a
chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Get that ball right in. Foul me all you want, and I still get that bitch in.
Rajon Rondo trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. And he misses that one free throw. To Harden. To Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Here's a chance from long range. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Now Paul with the basketball. Up 5. Harden to the basket, but his shot stays out. Rondo.
Come on.
Go down. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. It stays with Houston. Harden. Count the basket inside.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
Substitution being made in this one.
What the hell?
Out of bounds. Last touch by Brandon Ingram.
These. Oh my gosh.
Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Fires the 3.
Get in there.
It's not his range. It's no good. Gordon with it. Lead stands at 10. Harden. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Don't seem shy.
Oh my God.
This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
And he finishes at the rim.
Okay. Okay.
And sometimes less is more.
Still
Keep it
plenty of
simple.
time. I can catch up. I can catch up.
Harden in possession. The lead is 11. No good and no foul. And the nice finish at the rim.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Screen coming. Harden trying to take it to the basket, but a shot stays out. Count the basket at the rim.
Told you, I'm coming right
He's
back.
been doing
Dude.
this
Coming
for
right
years.
back.
The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Harden against Chandler. Oh, the whistle. Okay, take your hands off of me.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Try to steal that ball.
4-3. Off the iron. No good. Ingram matched up with Harden. Count the basket, and it could have been more.
See, I told you, coming right back.
Sometimes
Only
you
down
get
by
people
5.
with all
It's
these
okay.
fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Now by 7.
When you
Okay.
look at playmakers from the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal.
Get in there, get in there. Oh my God.
There's nobody better at the position than CP3.
Paul across
Yes!
the timeline. Lead stands at 7. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. To Harden. And a throwdown.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish.
Get in there!
To Paul. Steps through and scores.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell them with the easy lay.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay.
Get
Shot from the lane,
my
won't
guy.
go. To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. And James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way
Shit,
to
that
get
was
to
a
the
little
rim.
too
Or
short.
force the defense to collapse. The kick out for, guess what? Another one.
Rockets have the ball. Lays it up and in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Goes to the left side to Josh Hart.
Oh, there's a foul for them. Thank you. Thank you.
Free throws up and perfect. To Josh Hart. Kenneth Faried snatching it out of the air. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Chris Paul at the line for 2 shots, shooting 75% so far tonight. First try,
That's
no
one.
good. knocks down the second after missing the first. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Late heave to beat the buzzer.
Nope.
That'll do it for the first half.
Alright, now I definitely gotta step up my game because Rockets are up ahead, and the Rockets are a good team. It's gonna be an interesting game. Not right now. I just want to get into this and get Alright, James is back. Let's go.
James gets it in the left corner. Off the mark.
Damn it.
With defense like that, little margin for error.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Harden with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Kyle Kuzma. And count the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. To Fareed. Short jumper off the mark.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
Harden in possession. His team on top by 8.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Reggie Bullock able to recover with the block. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Yes. Told you we'll come right back.
LeBron with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Yes.
And still found a 3-point shot, baby.
You ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Perfect.
JaVale McGee at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. History not on his side. 58% from the line. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. We get a whistle. The timeout for Houston. It kicks still back in what's now a 5-point
Told
game.
you we'll come right back. Nope. I'm feeling everyone together for fun.
Paul to Harden. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Yeah, I took a chance. Yeah, I did.
Paul gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
It's Rockets ball to Paul. Driving right to the basket. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in 3-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a 2-point shot relevant.
Yes!
No
33, 3, game 3. All day 30.
From a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the 3-point shooters were running to the 3-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Yes.
Jesus slams it in there.
Coming up.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote
And I hope I'm a
letting
foul.
the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen.
I just throw
despite
right
the
in.
defender's best intentions.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play.
Only down by 4. Let's
The
go.
lead down to 4. Harden has it up the floor. To Fareed. And the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Harden. And draws the foul.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
James Harden, couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. LBJ has it. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
From long range, drills the 3.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Paul into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Harden, great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
James Harden fires for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late.
Get in there! And I'm still at the foul. My batter's about to die.
Close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. And he makes them both.
Of course he does. You know why? He's LeBron James. He's the king.
Paul with it up top. Leads 5.
Get the bullshit out of here!
Make that 7. Harden. Knock loose. Lakers have it.
Go, 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 go. Yes!
Pass to the rim.
It just seems like nobody can
And
stop
great
him but
steal,
him.
great
Once he's found
steal.
his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Paul into the front court. Up by 3. Harden to Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys
for the
smiling,
foul.
when you see them
Thank
giving
you for
each
the
other
foul.
high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And hits the first free throw. able to convert on both free throws.
Only down by 3. Let's go.
Here's Harden with the rock. To Fareed. Missed a wide open look.
Oh, baby! Told you, we'll come right back. Come right back.
How big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Perfect steal. Coming up. LeBron James, the king, just bam, slams it in there. Slams it.
Gordon with it. Leads just a point. JaVale McGee.
Yeah, good job!
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Oh, damn it.
Gotta get that one to go. Now Paul with the basketball. Leads one. He throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. It's a big finish.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Fareed to P.J. Tucker. From the painted area, won't go down. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Harden into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. To P.J. Tucker. The drive, right to the basket. It was right there. To Harden. And the Lakers have the rebound. Short jumper off the mark.
Come on.
Paul across the timeline. His guys now down by a point. And the finish at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Paul into the front court. They trail by one. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Nice pass to set things up.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Caldwell Pope. That's off the side of the rim, short. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Gets a look. Can't hit. The follow won't go either. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma.
Get it!
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
All right, now we're up ahead.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Maya Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro steps.
That wasn't that long ago, was it?
Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
LeBron James to the rest.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for the Lakers, number 14.
Layup goes down. Well done.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Caldwell Pope. Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Tucker. Shot from the lane won't go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact.
Yes.
He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipper.
Paul with it up top. His guys down 3. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Picked up. Here we go. Stevenson.
Get it.
Short jumper misses. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Iman Shumpert at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
Number 25.
And gets both to drop at the line.
All right, all right.
Nene sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Good luck telling Lance
There's your
Davidson
third
it's
right
a
there,
bad
Will.
shot. It's the tough one.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Runner's good there.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Oh shit! Why I did that?
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Gotta try.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. To Caldwell-Pope. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Paul into the front court. His group now down 2. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Missed it at the line. Rondo with the basketball. Game's all tied.
That's a foul all the way.
And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one goes down.
Now we're up ahead.
Two for 2 on that trip. Houston with the basketball. Harden. Has a look. Harden's shot, no good.
You know, and everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
From the outside, no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish, regardless of contact.
Oh my God.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Rajon Rondo. Rivers with the basketball. Shot clock off as they look to move out in front. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Trying to cash in. Rondo off the mark. Long key from three-quarters court.
And he made that! Oh my God. Shit. Alright, I'm taking off my watch. Fuck this.
It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the third.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
Has a chance. Shot by Shumpert off the mark.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep
Get in there
and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
Beyond the arc for three. That out of his range and no good. Rivers into the front court. Up 5. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac play.
I know there's going to be a lot of fouls today, man. I'm not losing today.
Here's a chance from long range, and the rebound taken by Caldwell Pope. To James. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Add 2 points to the board.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Rondo into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. To Caldwell Pope. Curling inside. It goes down.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Rivers to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. JaVale McGee with a piece. 9 blocks.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their
Down by 1. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Rivers with the basketball. His team up by 1. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Stepping in for Los Angeles, number 0, Kyle.
Harden. That won't go. LeBron into the front court. Down a point.
Boom, baby.
With authority.
Now we're up ahead.
We're watching basketball.
Gotta see this one more time. Up ahead. Caught that. Swing it. And Kim in hot. Boom.
Harden with it up top. Down by 1. LeBron James tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Yeah, I'll tip that.
Harden. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers.
LeBron James all by himself.
Slams it down.
We call that.
Gotta see it again.
Put it in the bank.
Caught it. Throw it. Throw it in. Going in, but one-on-one, Jazz. La boom!
Now it's Harden at the controls.
Shit.
Driving right to the basket. Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Gordon with it. Down 3. And a whistle.
A simple
How?
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for LA, number 14,
Ball. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
And the foul, and I made that shit.
Thunder was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Missed the foul shot.
Oh, that was the first.
Now Paul with the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Oh, whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Look at him, big guns out.
Paul, they have to keep him in their grasp.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
James, guarded by Gerald Green, fires the three. Not a good shot there as he misses it. With the rock, it's Chris Paul to Fareed. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Yes, and a foul. They'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive play.
Hang on. I'll be back. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. My dog, my other dog jumped the fence, and it just got a little chaotic. My bad. I'm back. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. I'm back. I'm sorry.
Aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. At the line, he's shooting 87%. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. LeBron James pins it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Paul across the timeline. His guys trail now by 4. JaVale McGee, huge block. It's been a brick wall. 10 blocks on the night.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And scores. Strong take.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things
I told you guys, I'm not losing.
in the league,
I'm not losing.
the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line.
Oh, no,
because they
no.
knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Tucker. To Paul. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Kuzma. Down for McGee. Rondo. That's off the side of the rim, short.
When you have cold shooting like this in the second half, you have to find other ways to score than just relying on the three-point shot. Maybe try turning that corner off that PNR and getting to the rack.
Paul. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I'm calling timeout because they're coming back.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. James, guarded by Gerald Green. Stuffs it down with authority.
This offseason, I heard so many voices.
I'm not gonna lose again. I'm not gonna lose again.
Talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Paul. Wide open look, won't go. James into the front court.
1-on-1.
Count the bucket for 2.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Paul. Gordon against the great shot blocker Chandler. Spinning shot, won't fall. Mike Muscala with the block. Rockets retain it.
Shit.
Nice finish at the rim. Lakers able to recover.
Hey, Paul was coming in, back out.
To James. Deep 2 there, won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it,
Damn.
keep physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Off the mark.
First one, yes.
Good bounce back. Hits his second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. LeBron James against Harden. Slams it down.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Hart can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
In the first half, you were hot. I get that. Now, since you're not, it's time to start squaring those shoulders and getting those feet in the right position to actually allowing yourself to make the shot.
And Jay, they call the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Chris Paul, a couple of free throws on the way. Numbers not bad, could be better. 70% in this game. Can't connect on the first free throw.
Not bad, not bad. Down by 30. Down by 30. Let's go. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Miss. 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 Miss.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. James. Now a steal.
Oh my
as the
God.
Rockets have it. Tucker. Lakers have it.
Go, baby. Go. Go, James. Go, James. Bam! Dumped it in.
Is what concerns me.
Oh, I gotta see this. Great steal, perfect, no foul, nothing, and just what? Bam!
And play some defense. That will help your team win the game. Not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Paul into the front court, trailing by 4. To Harden. LeBron James rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end.
Oh, that's a foul, and I'll make my blue shot.
Really active with their hands. That's the mentality.
Let's go. Wow. 30 minutes left. I told you guys I am not losing this game. I'm losing against Miami. No, the 76ers. I'm not losing against the Rockets. I am not losing against the Rockets.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's in the hands of James Harden. For 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time to Josh Hart. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And the basket good at the rim.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Oh, nice step through to get to the basket.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for
I'm not gonna foul.
Pick your poison.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First free throw is good.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. I feel lucky I'm going to win this one.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's in the hands of Harden. To Paul. Down low, it's Harden. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet.
Miss. Miss.
Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. James.
Get in there. Get in there.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oh, my.
As the Rockets come away with it. To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. And it's Hart there to clear the rebound. And count the basket inside.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Nene. To Paul. Cash is in for 2. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
James Harden at the controls. Cruises inside for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Josh Hart. And the reward.
There's the foul. Thank you. That's the foul. Thank you.
I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Josh Hart at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Misses the first.
That's okay. That's okay.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. Now the Rockets will use a timeout. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence.
I feel lucky LA is going to win this day. LeBron, you can take a break.
Luke Walton shifting gears as the subs enter the game. Harden trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Iman Shumpert snatching it out of the air. For 3, Barry's on the catch and shoot. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Tyson Chandler able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Josh Hart. From long range.
Oh! 10 seconds left. We won. We won. I won my first NBA live game. Thank you, Lakers.
And hits the first free throw.
Thank you, Lakers. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Second of 3 is good. Takes it back to the foul. 3 for 3 at the line.
It's over. It's over.
Harden. Well defended. Just inside the arc. At the
And we won! The Lakers won! Lakers won! Yes!
So long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining
Alright, guys, if you did like that game, that prediction game, 61-47, Lakers beat the Rockets, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share my video, please. Thank you, and everyone have a wonderful day. I'm going to head out to work, but I'm going to get something to eat first. Alright, thank you so much. Peace.